Oh my folks, this is the video where I'll talk about how I personally approach trading daily. Um, Thanks to every person that wished me a happy birthday yesterday. I appreciate. As I promised, I'm gonna drop just a few minutes video to enlighten some people of what they should be looking for in the chart. Um, just so you know, there are still a lot of things, but um, they are not much. Those ones that come with experience, your time on the charts, and you have to study. It doesn't mean the larger you study, the more profitable you become. No, you have to also filter the things you study. So, let me get straight to it. First of all, I'm a short-term trader. I can actually neglect the monthly chart, but I don't like doing that. I have to look at where the monthly chart has to go and what time of the month are we. That's the week, and you know, what's the monthly target. So it a kind of cycle, something like accumulation, manipulation, distribution, and time is fractal. Time and price are fractal. So whatever that happens on the low time frame happens on the higher time frame. The AMD, that's accumulation, manipulation, distribution, can happen in any time frame in a cycle. Now, according to what I learned from my mentor that time, those days when I was in PTMM, so it can come in a formation of Q1, that's the quarter one, can be the accumulation. The quarter two and quarter three can be the manipulation, or the quarter three and quarter four will be the distribution, something like that. Likewise, monthly, week one kind of accumulation, as we sweep down to the wrong direction. Week two or three, we accumulate, sorry, we manipulate, and then around week four, we distribute aggressively. So, if you look here, you can see that when this monthly chart opened, we went down. That's a judo swing. I'm not going into details to explain whatever happened inside this month, but this is what it looks like. In a bullish month, we want to be buying below the monthly opening. We want to see price go below when it opens. It's one of the criteria to remain bullish. So, when looking at this, I'll say Nasdaq wants to attack this guy. I can name this a buy side liquidity, and I can say that okay, the market's opened and we are coming down, and I can personally say okay, this is the judo stroke for me. Now, it doesn't mean I can be wrong. I can, but my main aim of choosing here is because I want to see price enter into this guy right here. So I feel like this is the target for Nasdaq, and this week right here should support it, should support price. I'm taking up there because if you look at the previous month, price somehow has been respecting bullish area. It tapped into this order block right here and it went up. So that means my monthly shows I'm bullish. Then I can narrow down to weekly. As I said, as a day trader or short-term trader, I can actually neglect all this, but I just love checking it. So coming to the weekly, I observe that we are reacting off here and it has been a kind of consolidation. We've been inside the range of this body this week. Sorry. This was the closing of March. We've been inside the range for almost the whole opening of April. So what's really what's a possible scenario for the idea that I have that April should end bullish? That means I'm looking for possible manipulation. So that means right here, I can say this. I want it to be swept. Once we strip out this, then I want us to continue higher to take out this, which was also the buy side liquidity. Now you can see the narrative. If I want to be a buyer, I want to see a sell side taking before I buy. If I want to be a seller, I want to see a buy side liquidity taken before I sell. So looking at this previous week, the last week high has been taken, so there's a possibility it might draw down to this. So that literally says for now on the weekly, I don't have a clear sight. I want to see price draw lower, but then I have to be very conservative about it because the parent time frame, which is the um monthly, it's showing some bullish sign. So now I go down to my daily chart. What has happened this previous day? We have been accumulating. This should give me that sixth trend: accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Now I'm a kinda anticipating, or I'm trying to predict the future. First of all, I'm gonna mark out this because it has not been tapped, and this is a sell side there. So in my own opinion, I can say that this guy will take out sell side liquidity into the fair value gap. That's your turtle soup. That's how this turtle soup of the stuff forms the most. It's about the high time frame. It just doesn't form at a random price. It has to it has to involve time and price, and a PDRA. Most of you will fail to understand what the 2022 mentorship was all about. It wasn't just about you know buy side taking, displacement, fair value gap. No, it has to be inside a high time frame PDRA, or after taking an old low or old high, because they can also be called a PDRA. So that's the narrative you have to have. So I can be looking to sell to take out this guy. And then a lot of you might say, why am I not taking this guy as an order block? It just doesn't make sense to take this guy as another block. Another block should have a displacement after taking liquidity. That's one of my valid reasons to take another block. So there was zero displacement here to the upside. They were just rejection. So I feel like this order block is even done with its job. And this is an SMT divergence with SMP and then the Dow Jones. So now it's clear I'm looking for this sell side on my daily. I go down to my 4 hour, and this is literally where my analysis will start as a short-term trader on the daily chart. But then going into the 4 hour, so what do I say? First of all, what has been happening? That's the first question. We've been ranging, and market just took out these guys right here, and it broke down, and it came back to this fair value gap. Came back to this fair value gap. Then we tapped into it and we displaced. Market tapped into it again, came back up, tapped into it again, and displaced. This is showing me that this area is holding price. Now I'll take this body as another block, because this guy that got this high into the fair value gap and displaced. Now this is the low that took out the high. This is it. That's where your turtle soup from. The low that got the high that got the low. I actually learned this from my friend. Romeo. So um most of you don't know about market structures. There are classic market structures and institution market structures. It's on ICT YouTube channel. You can go and learn it there. Everything's for free. So if I'm taking this as my other blog, I'm bearish on flower. So I wouldn't like to actually use this whole body. I can just narrow my this to this. So this other block. I'll go down to my 1 hour. Now I don't just attack because we are in a PDRA. I attack with respect with price. To time, sorry. So in the 1 hour, what am I seeing? Obviously, this high formed within the closing hours of New York, previous New York session. It's I can take it as a resting liquidity or more. I can. This is inside the Asian range, so if the Asian high, I can take that as my liquidity. So if I'm looking to sell, I want to see price side taking. So I can focus on this guy right here. Now we are saying that we are inside this placement when we get into here. So there's a high chances that you can get here. But the main thing is that before I can sell, I want to see this high taken into this body. Then I can look for a sell on my partials right here. This equal lows right here. That would be my first partial. Then if I feel like holding for long, which I don't have that ability, my personality doesn't support that. It's not a flaw. A lot of people really think you can just grow and become a swing trader. No, you have to trade with respect to your personality. If you're an impatient person, you have to become a short-term trader. It's you can't force yourself into a mode of trying to trade like others. You have to trade in your own way, your own personality. Um, my personality, I believe in take partials and just wait for the next trade because I know there will always be an opportunity. So I probably gonna wait for market to take out this high, and I do come to the charts at 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. London. Then the New York 9 a.m. and then sometime in the PM session around 1. So if it takes out this high, then I will attack this lows first. Then I will see if we have the strength or we have the momentum to get down to this guy and probably the fair value gap. But here I'm taking 80% off. That's how we should be. So that's literally how I approach my trading. That's just it. When it takes this out, I'm on my 1 minute. I already know what it should look like if we are going to reverse. Now, you can't be perfect about that. I lose sometimes, you understand? So it's all about execution. That's why I say there's a difference between posting analysis online and taking those trades. You have to execute. You have to have the mindset to execute. Once I'm executing, I don't care if I'm gonna be wrong. So once I see the price action I'm looking for after liquidity is being swept, I take it. That's how I operate. And so, as I said, I'm gonna talk about a few psychological things. If there's any other thing I have to teach in this video concerning the white trade, I think there's nothing else because this is literally it. Once I have my line marked out this way, I'm now waiting for it to sweep into this high time frame PDRA. You can wait for a displacement and use your breaker to enter the position, but I personally I know what I want to see, and is either I catch the turtle soup or I catch the breaker fair value gap entry. So that's it. Psychology. One thing you guys should know about this is most of you come into this industry with the mindset of thinking it's an easy money. The secret is this: If it was easy, why is everyone not successful? That's the first question you can ask yourself. And why are you guys believing everything you see on the social media? Have you ever think about it this way that you only see what they want you to see? Like you personally don't notice people, you're not gonna meet them in your life, and you allow them to control the happiness you should be having as a trader or the way you should be going about your trader. Trading is a solo game, you understand? So you have to create a bulletproof, first of all, that you don't succumb to the decisions of others. You have to you know, focus on yourself. It's about you in this game, you understand? So you have to conquer a lot of things, a lot of demons in this industry. It's not easy, but it's worth it. But then um it's not wrong if you are actually a slow learner. You just have to submit to time, and it's not wrong if you are the type that can learn on your own. Find a mentor. Stop letting this Twitter gurus actually make you feel like you don't need someone. We all need someone. I needed someone in my life to help me. ICT wasn't the only person that helped my trading career. Steve Maron, the BTMM mentor, he was also my mentor before I switched to ICT. My friend Romeo also helped my trading career to some extent. So even when I know, I'm still ready to learn. And you gotta be humble. You gotta be humble. That's first thing I can say to my younger self. You have to be humble. You don't underrate any man. You have to believe that you can learn something for every man you meet. That's one of the things I could tell my younger self. Because a lot of you have the mentality of, oh, I already know it. If you can always conclude that you already know something, trust me, you ain't gonna learn no shit. You won't learn shit. Have to be, in the state of, I want to learn this. And I'm not saying you should learn too much, because when you learn too much, when you're trying to learn too much, you're trying to find a holy grail, and it doesn't exist. All it's gonna make you do is when you learn a new stuff, you feel like, okay, now I have it all, I can't lose. And then you see yourself over trading again and again because you learned a new stuff. And probably this industry, I don't know how they do it, but most times when you learn a new stuff, the first time you use it, it will work very, very well, and then you feel like you've gotten it. Now you'll be asking, I know this will be directed to you while I'm talking to you. It's always like, am I watching you? No, I'm not watching you. It's a human behavior. We are here studying human beings. The candlesticks are human behavior. So I already know how the next door person is going to behave, and how they react. So that's why most of the errors we make in this industry, they are common. So you have to face the fear of losing, because in this industry all you have to do is to be a good loser. You have to love losing, but you have to know how to lose. You can't be losing like Manchester United. Whenever my team wants to lose, we lose woefully. That's the red flag we have. So you have to be losing moderately, and make sure that when you're winning, you win very well. You can't be winning 1-0 and be losing 4-0 every fucking time. No, you have to lose moderately. RR and percentage is the secret, not your dollar PNL. You have to risk percently. You have to think that way. Am I losing 0.25% or 0.5% or 1% on this trade? Don't look at that PNL. They are there to revert, to work your psychology and how you think. You understand? Don't fall for it. I've been there. You have to clear your mindset from fear of missing out, and this makes you keep your eye on the charts every day, because you don't want to miss out on a move that you feel like, oh, it's gonna be a banger. Let me tell you the truth, most of the times it doesn't come. Just if you journal down, you see that most of the times you leave your daily routine and you don't do the things you're meant to do because you're trying not to miss a move. You let them miss it. So create a routine for yourself and follow it. And have a specific time when you want to go into your trading room and execute your trades. Um, you have to narrow your focus. A lot of you trade a lot of pairs. I'm not saying you can't do it, but as a beginner or as a learning trader, I'll advise you to focus on one or two pair. Master it. Master your craft on it. One pair is enough to change your life. A lot of you feel like you have to trade a whole pair to be rich. That's a damn lie, man. One to two pairs is enough. It's just enough. More than enough. Trust me. So also have an edge. A lot of you don't have an edge. You feel like you do, but you don't. You don't even know what you're doing. You just random guessing, hoping on probabilities. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. So also get an edge. If you don't have an edge, you can't study. If you can't study alone, get a mentor. It's not bad. Just the way, yeah, a lot of you were asking me, how do you pay the mentor or how do you get? Just the way you save for the things you want. You save money to get your phone, you save money to get clothes. Save and invest in yourself. When this thing starts working, I can't tell you this because you actually feel like I'm lying, but go verify from others. When it starts working, in months, it's gonna cover all the expenses you ever did in this industry. Just master the skill set first. Now, one last thing because I don't want to make this video short long, but boring. One last thing, just never give up and be humble. That's it. Just don't give up. Keep plugging. You can get there. You will get there. Now, a lot of you will fail, but the people that always say this don't tell you the full quote. They say not everyone is gonna be successful and not everyone is gonna be a failure. Some people failure. Now the real truth behind that is they already know that human beings have the ability or love comfort zone and they tend to be lazy. So when they say some people are going to fail, they are focusing on those lazy ones. And the truth about it is that all of us can be successful, but the reason why they don't believe all of us can be successful is because they know all of us can be hardworking. Some people are just lazy. They want things to be at their doorstep, to be spoon fed. You understand? So I'm trying to tell you, if you work hard, if you really put your work into this, you really deserve it. It will work for you. Just put in the work and don't give up. I hope you guys found this insightful. I should be back in New York session to treat you guys. See you then. Good luck and good trading. Be safe.